Hi friends, welcome to our High Vibration channel. Today we're talking to Leticia, and what are we making today?
We are making peanut butter cookie dough bites to give you another idea and option this week for a dessert, something sweet, a sweet bite that is gluten-free and sugar-free.
Okay, how do we start? What are the ingredients?
Okay, so it's super easy. We are going to just first mix in a bowl. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. And when you're getting your peanut butter, you should buy a peanut butter that is raw. So on the ingredients, it should just say peanuts. And you usually don't want to get roasted either. You don't want them to be raw. Usually when things are roasted, it means the enzymes are killed. So you don't want to do that. So a good peanut butter, start with a good peanut butter.
Can it have salt in it or just
salt? Yeah, salt. But don't. But if you go look on like the Jiffy one or anything, it's got like 10 ingredients on it. Yeah, so you just want the ones that say peanuts.
Super plain. Okay.
Then you're going to use a coconut oil. Yeah. And 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. So, and you want it to be a little bit softened. So that's great. Look, see, it's nice and warm. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of the coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of that. Okay. And you're using maple syrup for your sweetener. Awesome. I love these at Costco. So you're going to do 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup. And a little bit of the salt, and then you're just going to mix it up till the peanut butter is softened and all of it's come together. And then you also do a teaspoon of vanilla. So the recipe is going to be linked below underneath, and so you can be able to follow that recipe. It's going to be super easy. So you just mix all your wet ingredients in the bowl, and then you're going to add in your dry. So we're going to do 1/2 cup of almond flour.
Nice.
So the almond flour. Okay, so you're going to do your almond flour. And then you're going to do oat flour. So I just get oats and I stick them in the blender and just blend that up. So you're going to do 1.5 cups of the oat flour.
So when you get oats, are those like quick oats or like old-fashioned oats?
It doesn't really matter. I used quick oats because they're easier to blend in the blender. But yeah, I used quick oats, but you can get either one. Yeah.
1.5
cups.
1.5. Cool.
So we're going to do our 1.5 cups. I usually leave those here, and you're doing just a pinch of the salt. Calls for the salt. And so you're going to have that. It'll be mixed up, and then you can leave your flours out in case you're going to need a little bit more, because you don't want them to be too sticky, or you're not going to be able to roll it out. So these are great. You can make a big batch. You can keep them in the freezer so that if you ever need a sweet bite, you walk by your freezer and they're already made for you.
Perfect.
So you can keep it in the freezer or the fridge. They last a while. They could last you all week. So you can just make yourself a batch and.
Okay. And so you're using peanut butter here, but can you also use like almond butter?
Yes.
Cashew butter?
Yeah. So there's substitutes. There are some substitutes at the bottom of the recipe. And you can make, if you can't do there's also a nut-free option. You can do like a nut-free option. So there's all those at the bottom. You can do whatever you want to do. Make the recipe your own and add in what your kids like and what your family likes, what you can eat. So yeah, almond butter would be really good. Yeah. Cool. I'm a peanut butter fan. I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter smoothies, and so I like the peanut butter, but I do also love almond butter. Okay, so now you're going to add in, these are mini chocolate chips, but these are the good kind. You can get these at Smith's.
Okay, how do you know
the rest of the chocolate chips?
How do you know it's a good kind?
If you watch the ingredients, it just doesn't have all the additives added into it like the regular chocolate chips do. And
do they say anything specific on the packaging? Like
they do say like nut-free, dairy-free, yeah. Okay. So they're just more pure chocolate. You can also use, another option would be Koko Samoa. So this is a pure chocolate. It's roasted, like you can totally smell. This stuff is actually really good for you. And there's a whole list of ingredients. You can go to the website. I think it's kokosamoa.com, but they have a whole list of. It's a very antioxidant and everything, so it's actually really good for you. So I throw this in a smoothie with a banana and some peanut butter again.
Do you like throw it like the whole thing?
So I get a knife and I kind of chop. I kind of chop it really chunky and then throw it in there and blend it up. Yeah. So you can add this into making ice creams. You can make your own ice creams. You can actually grate it really fine and make yourself a hot drink, like a hot chocolate out of it.
So does this stuff has sugar?
No, there's nothing added into it except the straight chocolate from the chocolate beans, and they do that over in Samoa, and they kind of roast them and do all that process. There's videos and stuff online. Okay, so this is a good
Koko
consistency.
Samoa.
Yes, this is a good consistency. You don't want it too sticky, so because we're gonna have to roll it out. So, but you don't want it too dried where it's not holding together. So that's really good. Yeah. Okay. So this is all that you do. You just throw it together in your bowl, and then we're just gonna roll these out in about a tablespoon size.
So how many balls do you get with this recipe?
Well, I guess it depends on the size that you're rolling them out, but
like approximately.
I would say maybe 20. 20.
Could you tell me exactly how many it makes?
Actually, it might be on the recipe, and it should be. Usually that's a normal recipe, but I just let people figure it out.
I just have 3 kids, and I need to make sure
that they're all gonna get some. So once you have these all rolled out, you're gonna stick them in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes, because what you want to happen is the coconut oil, you know how it goes harder when it's colder? Yeah. And then when it gets warm, it's all melted, right? So you just want to harden it back up. But see, you could totally eat these right now too. They're just going to be softer. Okay. But it'll be more like cookie dough, you know, like cold cookie dough, and you bite into it, kind of it's a little bit tougher, has some chew to it. So it'll be more like that consistency if you stick it in the freezer and let it harden. And then you can store them in an airtight container in your fridge or your freezer.
And how long do they last in your house?
In the fridge? No, we'd eat them today. But if you doubled the batch, then you could have some extra for later. Okay, I think we're done. So we're gonna stick them in the freezer. Stick them in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll let them have a try. It's super easy. This will just show you how easy it is to have something sweet and have a dessert and a snack, and it doesn't have to be bad for you. Yeah. No refined sugar. Ta-da! Let's see how many we got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh my God, it's 18. 18. Shy of 20. Sorry. Good?
Oh, look at these. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna put them in the freezer.
Oh my gosh. Those are so yummy.
So yummy?